Ladies and gents, how are you doing? It's very rare that the Angry Bootneck puts out a late night video, but he's just got back from work and he's very, very angry. In fact, I've got a rage boner of towering proportions. My fury is so colossal that if I was to march back there and surprise Mrs. Bootneck with it, she wouldn't need to take her clothes off. I could just smash it straight through the back of her denim jeans. Okay, why am I angry? Well, I'll tell you why. From Politico, California officials cite Elon Musk's politics in rejecting SpaceX launches. State officials cited his antics in rejecting SpaceX's plan to launch more rockets off the central California coast. Full disclosure, that's where I work, right? So I'm putting that out there. I do have a dog in this hunt. And that explains me tent-pegging my shorts and punching some holes in my desk at the sheer gall of these people. This is America. Land of the free. It shouldn't matter whether Elon Musk wants to vote for Donald Trump quietly, vote for Donald Trump noisily, strip naked and gallivant down the street, and then casting a vote for Jill Stein or Bernie Sanders or whoever the hell he wants to, because it's called an opinion. And in this country we used to believe you were allowed one without having your business messed with. So, sit back and relax. I'll read you the story. I'll explain it in clear black and white details, tell you why it's beyond reprehensible behaviour, and explain in no uncertain terms why if I end up on the rock and roll in 2 weeks, sorry, that's on welfare to any Americans that might be watching, I'm going to march up there to that scumbag Newsom's house, pitch my tent in his front garden, and I'm going to hang out there and be such a pain up the arse for so long that by Christmas time, he'll wish I was merely a raving lunatic in his underpants with a hammer, like the gentleman that paid Paul Pelosi a visit. Okay, the story's only a day old. It's from Politico, a reasonable, centrist, absolutely not a right-wing rag to anybody who knows anything about American politics, and here's what they have to say. Elon Musk's tweets about the presidential election and spreading falsehoods about Hurricane Helene are endangering his ability to launch rockets off California's central coast. Yep. You don't need a CAT scan. You aren't completely off your box. That is what you've just read in black and white. Tweeting things means that you can't safely launch a rocket, even if you are one of the world's greatest engineering minds. Musk is basically the guy they based Tony Stark off for the Hollywood version of Iron Man. And they think he can't launch rockets, even though he's better at doing it than NASA, Boeing, Lockheed, or any of those other Mickey Mouse companies who've, in the last few years, managed to put less shit in space than the Fijian government. The California Coastal Commission on Thursday rejected the Air Force's plan to give SpaceX permission to launch up to 50 rockets from Vandenberg Air Force Base in Santa Barbara County.
Elon Musk is hopping about the country, spewing and tweeting political falsehoods and attacking FEMA whilst claiming his desire to help the hurricane victims with free Starlink access to the internet,
said galloping communist shit for brains Gretchen Newsom at the meeting in San Diego. The agency's commissioners, appointed by the governor and legislative leaders, voted 6-4 to reject the Air Force's plans over concerns that SpaceX launches would be considered military activity, shielding the company from having to acquire its own permits. The Coastal Commission, known for its sharp-elbowed defence of public access to the state's coastline, has been sparring with the Air Force's Space Force branch since May 2023, when the DoD, that's the Department of Defence, asked to increase SpaceX's satellite launches from Vandenberg from 6 to 36 per year. A bipartisan group of state and federal lawmakers weighed in before the hearing in favour of the application, arguing that California should take advantage of the DoD's embrace of the commercial space industry. But the goodwill evaporated after commissioners raised concerns about Musk's political rhetoric, slammed the company's labour record, and questioned the DoD's contention that the launches should benefit from military permitting exemptions even if military payloads aren't being carried. Right, so to sum up, this is a nakedly political manoeuvre. Nakedly, shamelessly, brazenly. The FCC are the same. They gave Starlink a $900 million contract to provide rural Americans with internet access, and they could have provided that access tomorrow. because the process and the infrastructure is already in place. They just give them Starlink dishes that can get on the internet, and they took it away from them, threw it to some Mickey Mouse company that still hasn't managed to get anybody on the internet out there, and it was more expensive. So they're wasting my money and every American taxpayer's money for no reason, and they've managed to get nobody on the internet. And now they're messing with his launches. SpaceX directly support the US government's programs. If there's another world war and we have to fight the Chinese and the Russians, SpaceX will help the Americans win it. Communications and logistics are everything in a conflict. And these commie dogs are pissing on everybody's chips because they work for Gavin Newsom, who, amazingly, is still the governor of California after going live on television and admitting that he was rogering his campaign manager's wife. That's how much of a rat is currently up north in Sacramento. The man is a worm. He's got the moral fibre of a kleptomaniac crack whore, and he doesn't care who knows it. This is outrageous. Out of sheer principle, Elon Musk should be allowed to campaign for whoever he likes. Doesn't matter whether it's Bernie Sanders or Jill Stein or the monster raving loony party or whoever he wishes. And you'll note that they didn't name any of the falsehoods about the hurricane. What we do know he's doing is providing free Starlink access till Christmas to everybody affected by the hurricane. He's done more good for planet Earth than some ratbag, self-serving, lying, four-flushing, scum-sucking sack of rats like Nancy Pelosi or Gavin Newsom ever will do. And that is a fact. But that's just what I think. I'm sure this video is of less interest to my British listeners, but I'm telling you, it's disgraceful behaviour for hardcore political activists to be ruining private companies' mission and harming American taxpayers because they are paying through the nose for a service they now don't receive, and harming our national defence as a nation. This should appall every US voter, and anybody on the fence should, even if you really, really hate the Orange Oracle, at this point, out of sheer principle, you should hold your nose and pop a dot in the box for the slightly annoying, very orange, but far more reasonable Orange Oracle, the Donald himself. Okay, that's me, done for the evening. I'm raged. I think I'll go and have a cold shower. Okay, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take it easy.